Hello everyone, my name is Evie, and this week I'll be going over 5 anti-meta threats to use in the VGC Regulation MA format. I'll also provide sample sets to explain what these Pokemon do in the current metagame. Let's go! First of all, I want to discuss Hydreigon. Hydreigon is mainly a matchup patch for Charizard Y compositions and does decently well into rain teams too. It resists all of Charizard's most commonly used moves, mainly Weather Ball, Heat Wave, and Solar Beam. And its unique typing also allows it to resist both of Basculegion stats, which means that it's a great late game cleaner, especially with the Choice Scarf item. Unfortunately, it's weak to two strong meta threats right now, being Sneasel and Mega Floettes. Hydreigon has also been used by 3-time regional champion Brady Smith to place top 32 in Sprawl VGC's Grand Champions Festival. So we're here in the Pokemon Showdown Team Builder because I'm going to be showcasing a couple sample sets for some of the Pokemon that I'll be showcasing today. So we have Toy Scarf Hydreigon with the moves Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, Earth Power. For me, the last slot is always a flex slot. You can run Heat Wave. You can run Rock Slide if you want to be a hater to Charizard Y and Charizard Y specifically, or you can run U-Turn or Snarl. For U-Turn, you get more momentum, and for Snarl, you get more damage control. Another set that I want to go over for Hydreigon is the Scope Lens set. This is more experimental, but essentially the logic is that you use Focus Energy to raise your critical hit ratio by 2, Scope Lens increases your critical hit ratio by 1, and you can use spam Draco Meteor without worrying about it crippling your special attack stat, because critical hits ignore your own stat drops and your opponent's stat boosts. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Glimmora. Glimmora's usage has been on the rise recently due to his offensive typing being excellent at dismantling Charizard Y Mega Floettes compositions. Some players even opted to drop Sylveon and Aerodactyl for Glimmora and Whimsicott to have a better chance of winning the Charizard Y mirror match. One of the main reasons of why Glimmora hasn't been used much is because Garchomp is one of the top threats in the metagame, making Glimmora awkward to position. However, players have used Pokemon like Choice Scarf Ninetales, which can outspeed Garchomp to help with that weakness. Sash Glimmora is favored by top players like Joji Kaeda, who placed in the Champions tier in the last season, while Mega Glimmora is more experimental but still has great results, such as the top 16 in the Victory Road Main Challenge number 2. For the Glimmora, I have a couple Glimmoras to showcase. So we have Focus Sash with Toxic Debris here. This is a relatively standard Focus Sash spread. With Modest, you're able to pick up KOs on Aerodactyl, and you can chunk Mega Floettes or Sylveon for big damage with Sludge Bomb. I've also seen people opt to drop Earth Power for Energy Ball in order to hit Basculegion on the Charizard Y teams, because you already have ground type damage output in the form of Garchomp. Now, I'm going to go into the Mega Glimmora sets. This is Timid Mega Glimmora. So this is max speed, and essentially it runs the same moveset as the Sash Offense one. So basically you hit a special attack bump because of adaptability being your main ability. It means that you actually hit really hard. For this Glimmora, I'm running the Modest nature, and basically it's just there to hit really hard. This is more better on teams of both Tailwind and Trick Room, or have Icy Wind support, because with Icy Wind you're actually able to outspeed Aerodactyl, and you're going to be able to hit it with Power Gem for the KO. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm going to talk about Ariados, because this is my video and you cannot tell me what to do. 2025 NAIC champion Federico Cabaresi won the Global Challenge of Ariados, as it has the niche of being the only redirector in the format that resists both of Sneasel's stabs. Due to it having the Insomnia ability, it's unable to fall asleep to Dire Claw sleep chance, and due to it being a poison type as well, it's unable to get poisoned. Ariados also gets a wide variety of utility moves such as Knockoff, Acid Spray, and String Shots. You can even drop Knockoff for Nightshade in order to deal consistent damage. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Ariados. So Ariados just won the Global Challenge, and this is just that Federico Camporesi actually used. Ariados actually gets a lot of supporting moves, so instead of Knockoff, you can run something like, I don't know, Nightshade for consistent damage, and instead of String Shot, you can run Disable, Knockoff, or just Acid Spray. Acid Spray is really funny because it allows you to have big combo turns where you just Acid Spray in the turn before, and then you hit them with a powerful special attack. Ariados is also really deceptively bulky. I've seen this Ariados survive a Mega Aerodactyl's dual wing beats. Next, I'm going to go over Weavile. Weavile has a strong offensive typing with Ice Dark, so essentially it's a budget Tianpao. It also has her niche of being the fastest non-mega fake-out user in the format. With the Pickpocket ability, once your item has been consumed when hit by a contact move, you steal said item unless it's a Mega Stone, which means that it synergizes really well with the Focus Sash. Weavile often runs Ice Crash, Knockoff, and Low Kick, as hits the vast majority of the metagame for neutral or super effective. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Weavile, so I'll be showcasing two Weavile sets. So over here we have the standard Focus Sash Pickpocket. This is just budget Tianpao. And over here we have Fling King's Rock. This is a more bulky spread that is often used on Mega Blastoise teams. So over here we have Fake Out, Knockoff, Triple Axel Fling. Fling is basically a second Fake Out because despite King's Rock being only 30 base power, Fling is guaranteed to flinch your opponent unless you have the Inner Focus ability. So this is really, really good if you don't want to reposition and you want to get a second Fake Out off. Last but not least, I want to talk about Paldean Tauros Aqua and Blaze Breed. Both Tauros forms have been rising in usage. Blaze Breed Tauros is a more offensive intimidator that does well to Sun compositions, while Aqua Tauros has seen play on Mega Frostlass and Mega Gardevoir compositions as an offensive intimidator that also doubles as a budget Urshifu. Raging Bull is one of the few moves that can break down screens, which is really neat because Sable Eye usage has it on the rise because of a certain arrogant Cybertron Zang. Blaze Breed Tauros often runs their Citrus Berry item for more longevity, but I've also seen Choice Scarf as well. For Aqua Breed Tauros, I've also seen the Mystic Water item being utilized on it, alongside the Citrus Berry and Choice Scarf items. Both Tauros forms have the ability Anger Points, which is really funny on self-rocking strategies of Frost Breath, Mega Frostlass, or Flower Trick Masquerada. Okay, so I'll be showcasing two Tauros sets. We have the Blaze form with the Citrus Berry. So Raging Bull is actually one of the best moves right now because it breaks down screens. I think it's one of the better moves on Tauros if you're running the Citrus Berry, because if you're running Flare Blitz, you're just nuking yourself. Also have Rock Slide if you want to be a hater to Charizard Y, but there are other options like Earthquake or even Iron Head to chunk Floettes or Sylveon for big damage. For Aqua Breed Tauros, I'm running a more bulky set with Mystic Water. This marks the end of my presentation. Thanks for watching.